Plaintiff Samantha Geminani started dating the defendant because he claimed he was divorcing his wife, but he ended up leaving Samantha because he missed his son. However, Samantha claims the defendant called her last night saying he missed her while his wife and son were at home. Today, she's suing him for unpaid loans. Defendant Roberto Garriga admits that he had a relationship with Samantha, but says he was forced to do certain things throughout their relationship to avoid a fatal attraction situation.
Tell me what's going on.
Well, Your Honor, I watch your show all the time, and it's easy to look at a woman and say, what was she thinking? Well, I'm that woman.
Go ahead.
It's kind of like one of those Lifetime movies where the woman falls for a married man who gets manipulated and lied to and promised that he's going to leave his wife, but in the end, he never really does. Kind of like Mr. Garriga right here. I've been manipulated and lied to, and even last night I got a call from him of him telling me that he still loved me, he misses me, he wants to be with me while his wife and his son sit at home.
Do you?
She knows the answer to that.
Oh, you can't talk about it right now? You're right, the wife and son sitting at home watching it. Secret is safe with me. Yeah, he said you know the answer to that, and I assume the answer is yes. How has he manipulated you? Has he taken anything from you? Yes. $4,600 is what you're suing him for. All right, go ahead.
I met him when I was 17 years old. We both worked at the mall together, and we were good friends. We lost contact with each other, and we later reconnected in 2011 through Facebook. And he messaged me, and we saw each other on August 20th of 2011, and we started dating from there. He had told me that he was in the process of getting a divorce. He used to tell me that he was meeting with lawyers at some points, and he said that his wife emptied all of his bank accounts. He needed money for his lawyers along with other bills that couldn't be paid, and he was struggling, and he was supposed to pay me back within the same month.
Oh, sounds like a good catch.
Yeah. And I got news for you. You weren't manipulated. You were straight up conned. That ain't manipulation. That's con plan, if what you say is true.
Watch your show all the time, and it's easy to look at a woman and say, what was she thinking? Well, I'm that woman.
Plaintiff Samantha Geminani started dating the defendant because he said he was divorcing his wife, but he ended up leaving her to go back to his wife, and then called her last night to say he missed her.
Sir, let me hear from you the background on the case, and then I'll come back to her about the loans, and you can defend against that.
Sure. Well, to be honest with you, Judge, I have to say that it's true. Whatever she says, it's true. I did take something from her that is rightfully owed to her. That's simple. But there was a series of events in my life financial events basically, that didn't allow me to continue with my responsibilities. And in the end, in order to prevent any type of fatal attractions, I personally tried to take it upon myself to make things better, but apparently didn't. Just ended up making it worse.
When did you all stop seeing each other?
At the beginning of January.
Why?
He told me that he missed his son. We actually lived together, and we were getting evicted. But since I loaned him this money, I don't know how the rent wasn't getting paid.
Oh, gotcha. You loaned him the money prior to the eviction notice.
Right.
What'd you do with the money?
Well, my lifestyle is very expensive because.
And you get evicted. It's called ghetto fabulous.
Yeah. And that's.
His lifestyle is expensive, and you won't even pay your rent. Go ahead, ma'am. How did the loan come about?
Is it 3,000?
Yes, 3,000. And when was he to repay?
He was supposed to repay me within that month, which was in September.
Okay. And he hasn't obviously paid you any of that. Now we have 1,600 more to go, so you continue to loan him money, obviously.
He actually has made a payment of 300 and then another payment of 100.
You didn't tell me the total he owes, though. So far, we were only at 3,000,
Yeah,
but you're suing him
okay.
for 46. Ma'am, did you want to speak?
Sure.
State your name.
Ashley,
What do you want to tell me?
the $1,600 that she loaned him was supposedly to be invested because he said that he invests money for people to make more money, and I guess Samantha believed him.
Is that what he told you?
That's what he told me.
Did you tell her that?
Yeah, I said it.
Do you do that?
I do. I tend to have different, like I said, my lifestyle is very expensive because I used to invest a lot of things and I lost all that financial gain. So she tried to take it upon herself to actually help me. Not once was she ever forced to actually help me. She did it out of the kindness of her own heart because she did care.
And you agreed to pay her out
And I
of the
did.
kindness of your heart.
I've never denied that we had an agreement.
Okay.
And that, again, in my efforts to try to take care of it, I just haven't been able to.
So you agree you owe her $4,600?
I agree.
So why are we here? Y'all was trying to see each other again. Don't come here. We don't have any room in the back. $4,600 is your judgment, ma'am. He admits to owing the money. Have a good day.
Roberto had just called me last night telling me that he loved me and he misses me and he still wants to be with me.
I do. I called her because I wanted, I guess, somebody to talk to.
And tell me that you loved me while your wife is at home.